What up, my galactic soul family? Yes, I've been a little MIA lately. Usually I do my witchy vlogs in the car as I go to work, but I've been out of work for a couple days. So that last video I did, and I was joking around about having a leaky brain or whatever, please know that was a joke. Some guy hit me up with a really rude comment and treated me as if I was like the dumbest person he's ever met in his life. I don't have a leaky brain. I know that it was an ear infection. It is an ear infection. I actually have fluid in both of my ears. Anyways, I'm doing good. I'm on the mend, and I just wanted to hop on and do a little video. I did do a pick a card reading yesterday or the day before yesterday, something like that. So I'm working on some content. That's what's going on over there on my little bed. I'm in my spare bedroom / crystal room / my husband calls it my witchy room. So I was kind of going through my notes, my journal, and I wanted to talk about something. I wanted to bring something up. So on September 17th, I was having 4 days of lucid dreaming. And I seen a lot of white flashes and stuff in the sky and things hovering around me. And to yesterday, last night, it's been going day 8 with lucid dreams. I mean, maybe even longer. It's just been a lot of crazy dreams that feel so real. I mean, I've had real dreams before, but these dreams feel so real. When I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, that was a dream. Thank God that was a dream. Not all of them are really bad. Some of them are just like bizarro, strange, like Alice in Wonderland weird. So that when I do wake up, it's like a relief that I'm back into reality, because that weird land that I was in was just fucking crazy. But nothing really bad. Everything's just kind of been very strange. Just very, very, very weird and unexplainable. Everything is symbolic, and I've just kind of been documenting it. On November 9th, or no, not on November 9th, because we're not in November yet. What I wrote on September 17th, I wrote something about November 9th. On November 9th will be 53 days. 5 plus 3 equals 8. 53 days from that day on November 9th. What did I write? Something about 53 days. So in 53 days from November 9th, I documented that. I still don't know what it means. That's what I wrote down. Something about the number 53. So in 53 days from this day on November 9th. Man, now I have to look on a calendar. I should have done that before I did this video. We can do it real quick while I'm doing the video. Let me see. Let me look up on my little calendar here. Do I have a calendar on here? Yes, I do. So, November 9th, where are you? Here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. In 43 days, it'll be December 21st, and that's me counting the 9th. December 21st. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Holy shit. In 53 days, it's December 31st from November 9th. Wow. that means so much to me right now, because that's total validation at this moment. Like, holy crap. Something huge. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the year 2563. What the frickin' frack? Let me go back. How the hell am I in like the year 2563? Why am I in the year 25? Today. Something's going on with my calendar, because, yeah, I don't know. Something's weird with my calendar. It's accurate. It's not accurate, but it's accurate. Monday, October 19th. This is right. I don't know why it's saying 2563 BE. But anyways, I'm looking at the calendar right now. The 19th, Monday, it's today. So this is good. I don't know why the date is off. I don't know if maybe my iPad needs an update or something. I don't know. Anyways, 53 days from November 9th, if I counted that correctly, that can't be right. I'm going to count that again. November 9th. This is just really weird that my calendar is saying 25. Let me do this. How do I get out of here? November. No, it's right. This is weird. Okay. Anyways, this is just strange. 2563. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7. I don't know. I don't know what it means right now. Anyways, from November 9th. November 9th. That says December. November. Counting November 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Okay, 53. Counting November 9th to December 31st is 53 days. Okay, I said something huge was going to happen before 2021. And that's just wow, because it's just wow for me. I don't really know if it really means anything. It's just that I have it written down here to keep an eye on November 9th. November 9th is 53 days from that day. Is December 31st? I wrote that it meant something. I just don't know what. Then I also wrote Trump is the 45th president. That equals number 9. 9 is the ending of a cycle. Trump is the 45th president. In 53 days is the 45th Monday of 2020. In 53 days of today, November 17th, equals November 9th. In 53 days of today, November 17th, 2020 through November 9th, is in the sign of the Scorpio. Forgive me, I'm really not being able to read my own handwriting, so I don't know if that's making sense right now. The Scorpion is going to strike. That's what I wrote. The Scorpion's going to strike. Monday is Moon Day. November 9th is a new moon. And when I wrote this, it was also a new moon on the day that I wrote this. 9 is the completion of a cycle. Trump is 74 years old. 7 plus 4 equals 11. November 9th, 9/11 equals 9/11. Action. That's what it means, 9/11. Action. Call to action. Tough times will end soon. 9/11, higher level of consciousness. Now, these are just notes that I wrote to myself. So I saw this. I was just going through my journal, and I just wanted to share with you guys because I feel like I had to. I feel like it means something. If anybody else feels something with a connection with this, add it down below. I'm sharing my puzzle pieces with you. That's what I'm doing. Sharing my puzzle pieces. Also, I wrote a bunch of stuff about spiritual surgery. And has a connection with the card reading I did the other day, the angel card reading, because I was talking about cutting cords. Now, when I do a card reading, I don't memorize them because a lot of the time it's channeled, and I don't even know what I'm really saying until I rewatch the video. So sometimes even when I'm replying to comments and you guys write a comment, I'm like, huh, what does that mean? And I'll have to go back and watch a little bit of my video and be like, oh, yeah, I remember now. Because sometimes while I'm doing a card reading, a channeling, like it just comes in, and it's just like I don't really comprehend what I'm saying until I rewatch my video, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did say that. That did come through. Those words did come out of my mouth. So I wanted to talk to you guys about spiritual surgery and what's happening to you guys. Spiritual surgery is part of your awakening. It's about cutting cords, and it's, you know, this spiritual surgery, for say, is actually happening to you while you're awake, while you're living life. This is a deep purging of the conditioning, the fear, the negative programming that you've picked up in your lifetime. This spiritual surgery is cutting away all that toxic fear energy. That's what's going on within you right now. Is for all of us is a spiritual surgery, or a cord cutting, universal cord cutting ceremony. Even if you're unaware of it, it's happening to you. And it's a surgery that you are awake through. It's kind of like you are, I don't know if you've ever had a surgery, but sometimes they give you a twilight anesthesia where you're kind of awake and you're kind of asleep. So you know something is going on. Some of us are in that like twilight sleep, like we know this is happening. So those of us that are consciously aware that we are going through this awakening, we are considered to be in that like twilight state of mind. For the rest of the people, maybe you're new to all of this and you're watching this video, and you're going through all of these weird things that are happening in your life, and you're kind of becoming aware of it, but you're not really too sure what's going on, but you know something is going on. You're going through this process. You're going through this energetic surgery that's happening to you, but you really just don't understand what it's all about. And that's why you're here and you're on my channel, because you are looking for answers. So the way your life will be unfolding during this, you know, this cutting cord process or spiritual surgery is intense, and all this stuff will start to arise and come out in your everyday life. It's a slow, long, intense, and very uncomfortable process. It's filling you probably with lots of anxiety and lots of fear, and even darkness. It will most likely make you feel very physically crummy. You're going to feel like shit. Okay, you're just going to feel really shitty. You're going to experience a lot of ups and downs, a lot of emotional beatdowns, because it's an emotional and it's a physical process. It feels like it's never going to end. It's never going to stop. Everything that you're experiencing right now, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I feeling this way? What's happening to me? And it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. You may even start to feel like a victim to this process. But again, you're not a victim. And I'm going to say this again. This is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Change your perspective. It's happening for you. It's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. Pain, the pain that you're experiencing is weakness and fear leaving and purging your body. You're not weak. You're divine. Remember that. Once you surrender to this process of everything that's happening to you, once you surrender to this process and accept that this is happening for you, for your higher purpose, I'm looking down because I'm reading my notes. You will feel amazing. You're going to feel a lot lighter. You're going to feel that weakness exit your body. That fear, it's being cut out of you. Even though it doesn't feel like it's being cut out of you, it's being cut out of you. Trying to read my handwriting. One of the issues that you're going to deal with during this spiritual, energetic, cord-cutting surgery is you're going to deal with a lot of things that are going to pop up that you've dealt with in the past. So you're going to start seeing patterns repeat themselves. You thought you dealt with these things in your life. You thought you took care of these problems or these issues, these situations, and you're like, okay, that's done. I can move on. But then all of a sudden you moved on. Life was good. Everything was great. And then poof, all of a sudden, something you dealt with a year ago, 5 years ago is starting to resurface and pop back up into your life. It's kind of like a wart. Yes, I'm going to use that analogy, a wart. I know I've used it before. It's like a wart. It's coming back because you did not get to the root of the problem. You just cleared up the surface. You made it look pretty. You made the problem fade away. You made it look, it was like a little blemish you painted over, and it's like, okay, it's gone. It was cosmetic. What you did was cosmetic. You didn't really get to the root of it. You didn't, solve the root of the problem. You just did some cosmetic work and you moved on. So now that this problem in your life, issue, situation, whatever the case may be, is coming back up into your life, it's going to come back up with a lot of vengeance and a lot of fury. It's going to cause a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions are going to resurface, and you're going to ask yourself, why is this happening to me again? Why again? Not me, not now. Why again? Why? You're not a victim. Stop playing the victim. These emotions and patterns have, I'm reading what I wrote about. I'm like making little notes. So what I was writing here was these emotions and patterns have popped back up into my life. And my response has been like, oh, fuck, not again. These are like my side notes on top of what I was writing. And it's true. There has been things that have been popping up this year that I thought has been resolved a couple months ago. And I'm starting to see the pattern. And I'm like, shit. I'm aware of this pattern. And I'm aware that this is popping up. And I'm like, okay, what is this? And I like trace it back, and I'm trying to like get down to the root of the issue, and it's not an easy thing to do. But if you are conscious of this, like I was just explaining, like I'm conscious of what's happening. I'm conscious of this. If you're able to recognize these patterns, even though you have your own conclusions and insights, and you may have separated yourself from the issues before, but what you were dealing with before was the surface issue, the wart, okay? You got rid of the wart. You thought that you freed yourself, liberated yourself from the whole problem, the issue or situation that you were dealing with, but it was only a temporary fix, cosmetic. Now you have the root to deal with. And the root is coming back, and it's coming back 10 times worse than the situation was before the first time when you were dealing with it. It found another way to resurface, okay? And when something finds a new way to resurface, it actually causes more pain than it actually did the first time. Because sometimes, like a pimple appears, you don't even, like one day you're looking at your face and you're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then the next day you look in the mirror and you have this big ass zit in your face and you're like, where the fuck did that come from? I didn't even feel it. You didn't even know it was there until you looked in the mirror and all of a sudden it's there. That's how a wart appears. But when you do cosmetics and you mess around with it and then something, the same issue, same pimple, same wart tries to come out, it hurts or it causes a rash or it just causes more issues. I'm trying to go in and get all like technical and it's just sounding stupid. So it'll find another way. And when it finds another way, it just causes a whole menagerie of bullshit to arise, okay? So it's going to come back 10 times worse because it found another way to resurface. Now you're dealing with deeper layers of some issues here. And these deeper layers have a lot of stuff going on in each layer. So here's an example of what will arise or what you may or may not deal with, is multiple issues coming up. You might say to yourself, when it rains, it pours. Lots of emotional stuff may come up and it's going to be mirrored in your life. You may or may not have clarity as to why this is happening to you. It just is. And there's a lot of feelings surfacing. My cat is so cute. What? What's the matter? You bring me your toy? Yeah? Are you a good girl? She brings me her toy. Can you hear her? Want to go on camera? Yeah? Okay, come here. Can I show them your toy? She brings me her toy. Come here. Oh, it's so cutie. Look it, she gained weight. She's a meatball. Ever since I got her fixed, she gained a bunch of weight. There's Swerve a noodle to my baby. Okay, I'll put you down now. You got your 15 minutes of fame, girlfriend. Got hair in my face. I love you. I love you. She goes. All right, back to my notes. So, where did I leave off? Lots of emotional stuff may come up, being mirrored in your life. That's happened to me. It's been happening to me. I've been sharing it with you guys in my vlogs. You may or may not have clarity as to why this stuff is happening to you. It just is. And there's a lot of feelings surfacing around these things that are popping up in your life. A lot of patterns are starting to be recognized and noticed. You're becoming conscious of it. Becoming conscious of this is actually really good because now you can figure out how to resolve it and get down to the root of the issue so it doesn't resurface again and these patterns don't arise again. So it's good, but it's also bad because, you know, there's some good to this and there's some bad to this. But you're okay. You guys are going to be okay. I'm seeing something in the corner of my eye. I don't know if it's my hair. You hear Bernie? I don't know if you guys can hear Bernie. It's the blue jay. He found me in my new house. So yeah, I keep getting distracted here. So a lot of these patterns are starting to arise. You're becoming conscious of it. It's a good thing. It's also, it can feel like a bad thing. 1 minute you feel like life is good. 1 minute you feel like life is like, oh, what the hell? You're good one day you're okay, the next day you're not okay. It's kind of like you're ping-ponging or like a roller coaster ride. That's how your emotions are right now. There's really no balance. You feel off balance. You're feeling a sense of like you're losing control. There's no control. 1 minute you gain a little insight of what's going on. You think you're okay for a while. A few days later, boom, downhill again. And as you're going downhill, it's not just that you're going downhill again, you're gaining momentum and you're like rolling downhill like really, really fast. It's going faster. You're snowballing downhill. Different layers of your conditioning is being peeled back. All these layers are connected. I'm trying to read my handwriting. Sometimes when I'm writing, I write so fast, it's so sloppy. All these layers, different layers of your conditioning is being peeled back. All these layers are connected to that one wart, that root to that one wart that you are in the process of trying to remove or purge or cut. You're literally cutting cords. That's what's happening in your life. You're at the phase of cutting cords. Actually, when you start this awakening process, you have to cut cords to move forward anyways. But sometimes cord cutting happens to you, to your spiritual self, to what's going on around you energetically. So it's a spiritual surgery, an energetic surgery, or an energetic cord cutting ceremony is happening to you. It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to all of you. It's just that you may not have been aware of it happening to you, but now that I'm doing this video, some of you have probably already started to become aware of it, but now that I'm doing this video, it may bring awareness to some of the situations that you're dealing with in life, and you may have that like, oh, aha moment, or this is a puzzle piece for you, for your journal. So you're having this purging, this cutting the cord spiritual surgery, this cord cutting ceremony process. Anything can happen when the layers get pulled back. That puts you in an emotional state of fear. So because when you're pulling back layers, you're pulling back and you don't know what's there. So it's fear of the unknown. So fear brings out all kinds of emotions. So an emotional state of fear, it's fear of the unknown. And then I wrote a side note here that I'm dealing with this right now, and I'm kind of ping-ponging, one door closed again, and there's a new door there, okay? And the fear of the unknown has me standing in front of this door. I don't know what to do. Do I walk through it? Do I open it? Do I look through the window? It's like, what's behind that door? This is a pattern coming up again, and I don't know why it's coming up. I thought that I fixed everything, but it must have been cosmetic. It has to be cosmetic because I'm noticing a pattern. And the common denomination is me. So it's something I did or did not do has caused this thing to happen with work. It's basically with work to happen again. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's also happening to me. So it has me standing in front of this door. My life is trying to tell me to go into a certain direction that seems right, but I'm kind of scared to go into that direction. I don't know where it's going to lead me. Is it going to lead me more broke? It's going to lead me poor? It's going to lead me like, I don't know, is it going to like destroy my life and cut more people out of my life? Is it going to leave me absolutely 100% alone? Like, I don't know. Because this whole process is a process where you feel pretty damn alone. Even though you have a lot of people, I have you guys. I have a lot of people that text me and check up on me. I have some family that actually gives a shit, and I'm appreciative of them. But it's still a fear. Like, is it gonna cut them out of my life too? Like, what's gonna happen? This path is individual. You come in alone, you leave alone, in a sense. So yeah, it's a little scary. I try to skip over because I really just summed all that up. So I wrote a little note to myself, what if I'm so out of balance that I go further off my path? So that's another thing, like this causes you to be off balance. So if you're off balance, you kind of get a little knocked off your path. So then you get a little, like scrambled or screwed up. And so now there's a Y in the road. Do I go left? Do I go right? Or do I continue to keep going forward? But there's no more forward. It veers off a little bit. So like, which way do I veer off? Which is going to benefit me for my higher self, for my higher purpose? Both paths are paths that I put in place for myself, but which one do I really want to go down? Which one do I want to deal with? Which one is going to hurt me more? Because they're both going to, teach you lessons, but which one is going to be the one that's going to be the harder lesson, I guess. So yeah, I feel a little off balance, and I don't want to go further off my path. I also question myself, what changes will I have to experience? It's all fear of the unknown, and I know this. I wrote it down. It's all fear of the unknown. And it's not just fear that has you tripping. It's not just fear that has you tripping. It's guilt. You start questioning your motives, like I was just questioning. You start questioning your motives. You ask yourself, is this ego-driven? Is this me being selfish? Am I being selfish? Where does my parents fit into all this? Like, right now I'm taking care of dad, or my husband's taking care of dad, and I go there when I can to help him when I'm on my days off. So like, I can't leave because I have my sick dad. Also, I have my mother, which is kind of lonely because nobody really talks to her. She called me crying yesterday, saying that, her other kids don't call her and invite her to do things anymore, and it hurts her feelings because this family used to be very close, and all parties, there were always parties in this family, and everybody has always been invited to these huge parties with all these people and gatherings and fun. And even though we've had our ups and downs in this family, it just seems like the family's being more separated than ever. So my mom called me crying because she's hurt that some of her children are not calling her back, or coming around or inviting her to things, and she's not able to see her grandchildren. And if she wants to see her grandchildren, she literally has to go to their house to see them. And I guess we're old school traditional that when we were growing up, that you would bring your kids to your grandparents' house. Your grandparents shouldn't have to go to your house. So that's just been weighing heavy on her, and then she shares that with me, so then it weighs heavy on me. So where did my parents fit into all this, with me trying to expand and grow? Am I going to push my spouse away? Is this going to affect our relationship in some way? Is he going to think I'm more weird than I already am? And my children, where do they fit into all this? I have 2 that are grown up and moved out, and one that still lives with me that used to be into all of this spiritual stuff, but because she's preteen, she's like, ugh, that's stupid. So, where do my children fit into this equation? I want to travel the world. I want to buy an RV and hit the road, but like, can I really even do it unless I divorce my whole family and just walk away from everything and just do it? I mean, that doesn't sound reasonable or logical. Is it all going to change me? How is it going to change me? Is it going to change me for the good or the bad? How will anybody feel about any of this? Any decision that I make, it affects everybody. And then there's days that I feel like it's something else, or none of this even affects me at all. It's just frustrating because you're consciously aware of what's happening to you, and I see so many aspects of my life, and there's like so many different ways to get to this root. Which way do I want to go? I just want to remove the fucking root and live my life happy. But it's hard because I have like other people connected to me that my choices will affect them. So I also wrote, however, I've learned if you just pause and take a step back and away from everything, you'll see the root. You'll see the root in a bigger picture, or you'll see the root as a big root. You'll just see the root in a different, I guess, perspective or a different light is what I was trying to write. I'm trying to read my handwriting. The root is literally just one big problem. It's just one big thing that feels like it's multiple things because the root actually has other roots that come off it, like a plant, kind of. Yeah, like a plant. Like there's a root, and there's like the main root, and then there's these little roots that all come off of it. So you start to see things as multiple issues when really it's just one issue creating, it can create or feel like it's creating multiple issues. And it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. It's one big problem, one big issue for one person. That's what it is. But once you see it for what it is, for what it truly is, then you can cut it, remove it. That's when cord cutting comes in. Conscious cord cutting comes in. This conscious spiritual surgery has helped me consciously cut cords. It helped me become aware. So whatever is not serving your higher purpose, no matter what it is, no matter who it is, no matter what or who or, person, place, or thing, no matter what the case may be, if it's causing you to feel any kind of fear, any kind of anxiety, if it's making you feel like you're in a place of void, hurt, or off balance, if it's making you feel crazy, it's not yours and you need to get rid of it. Cut it out. Cut it out of your life. It is ready to be terminated. It's ready to be cut. It's ready to be pruned. It's ready to die. It's ready to go bye-bye. Just let it go. It has nothing to do with you. Don't let it stick around anymore, because if it sticks around, it's just going to get worse, just going to get bigger, it's just going to create more problems. It's literally an illusion, like I said. Fear is an illusion. Fear is false evidence appearing real, okay? We have to have power over our mind. Our mind creates all of these bigger problems, and it's literally the hardest thing to master is your mind. So your mind makes up all of these illusionary problems when really, if you just take a step back, breathe, bring yourself in, realign yourself, find balance within yourself, it'll be a little bit more easier, maybe even a lot more easier for you to cut cords or, get to the root of the problem. But you have to have some sort of balance within your life to be able to do this. So fear, false evidence appearing real. You've lived in this illusion that you've created. All of this everything that you live in your life, you've lived it. You've created it. Unconsciously, you've created this illusion. You've attached yourself to everything that you fear, everything that gives you anxiety. You've done this. You've created this. You created your life. You created this illusion. That's why it's so freaking hard to see your life outside of this illusion, because all of this stuff, it has attached itself to you because you've created it. You've believed in it. It's really real for you. It's really real for me too. And you didn't do this on purpose. You didn't know that you were doing this. This was just done unconsciously. But now that you are aware of it, you can now set yourself free from it no matter what it is. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, because it's not going to be easy, but at least you're aware and you can start working on yourself. Once you integrate all of what you are now aware of, you will see the value of the lessons that you've created, that you've put yourself through. You'll be able to see the value of everything you experienced, and hopefully you will be able to see the blessings in all of these lessons. Just don't let this, roller coaster feelings of emotions trap you in the root. Don't get stuck in the root. Don't get trapped. Don't get stuck. That will cause depression. Keep ascending higher and higher. Raise your vibration. You'll move your energy into higher levels of embodiment of your truth. That's what you want to do. You want to move your vibration into higher levels of embodiment. You want to move into your truth. You want to stand in your truth. You're of who you truly are within. You want to stand in your truth. You want to listen and find who you really are, and who you really are. Your higher self can guide you there. This cord cutting, energetic, spiritual surgery can really just, I wrote, fuck your head up. And make you feel like you're going insane, or that you're very unstable, or you are a very unstable person, or a very crazy person, bipolar person. It can make you really feel that way. These oh my God moments were put in place. They were divinely orchestrated to wake you up, to trigger you, to wake you up, to trigger other aspects of you, okay? To get you to where you need to be. They are higher aspects of you nudging you to keep going. Those gut instincts that you get when you're doing shit in life and you feel these weird feelings that tell you to do these strange things, and when you do them you have positive outcome, when you don't do them you have shitty outcome. That's why I do those intuition exercises for you, so you can learn how to tune into your intuition, so you can learn how to listen to it, so it can guide you, because it's always guiding you and it's always nudging you. So keep your energy up, keep your vibration up, keep your energy high, stay positive, try. I know it's hard, especially when you're going through shitty things. It's really hard, trust me, I know. You got this. Even though it's gonna feel scary, just keep going forward, go as much forward as you can, even until you come to the Y in the road. Listen to your gut instinct. You gotta tune in. Keep healing, keep integrating. There's more to this to discover. You will benefit from what lies ahead. When these emotions, rear their ugly little heads up, allow them to flow, allow them to flow through you like water. And then I wrote here, I've been feeling them in the pit of my tummy. I truly have. I call them fear pits. They bring something up and I question it. So when that happens to you, just ask yourself, what's going on? What is this? Why am I feeling this? And see if you can get to the root of that feeling, and then cut it, snip it, let it go. Just let it go. Don't let it detour you from your path. Even though it feels wrong or scary, ask questions. Always ask questions. Anything you ever feel, anything. Ask questions. That's why it's so important to meditate and go within, because your higher self will tell you. It will give you the answers. You can meditate and put paper and a pen next to you, and you can ask these questions, and whatever comes to mind, pictures, voices, whatever the case may be, write it down or record yourself. Record what you're experiencing. Always ask questions. Ask yourself, what is this? Don't make massive changes to your path or to your life at the drop of a hat. Ask questions. First, let the question marinate. Don't just, let the question marinate. You might not get an answer right away. Ask it, let it linger in the universe. It's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you with an answer. You might need to ask a couple of times. It's going to come back to you. Feel the emotion, ask it why it's here, and then, you know, whatever the answer may be, let it go. If it's not serving you because it's causing you to feel fear and anxiety and off balance. So ask, receive, let go. Let it go. Don't let the influence of that conditioning mess with your mind, with your psyche, with your mind. Don't let it mess with you. Remember, everything is an illusion. It's all an illusion. Don't let it cloud your perception of who you are, and don't let it cloud where you're going either. Don't make decisions out of fear. Don't make decisions out of fear. Don't make decisions out of fear. Repeat that. Don't make decisions out of fear. Don't do it. It's bad. I've done it many times. Don't make decisions out of fear. Fear creates confusion. Fear creates anxiety. It's important to go within and ask yourself questions. Meditation will help you, like I just said. Going within will help you have faith. Going within will help you tune into your intuition. Your intuition will never mislead you because your intuition is you. It's your future you. Your higher self is you. It's your higher you. It's your future you. You know you are on the right path when it feels good, when life feels good and you're full of positive energy, then you're in the right direction. You're going the right way. You know your cords are cut when life makes sense, and life has this easy peasy flow to it. You'll see life in a different way, and you'll appreciate life in a different way. When you step outside and you hear birds singing, you'll appreciate the songbirds. You'll appreciate being able to hear them sing. When you see the trees, you'll appreciate those trees and the flowers and the grass and the dirt and the rocks. You'll appreciate it. When you look up in the sky and you see the color of the sky, no matter if it's a cloudy, rainy day, you'll appreciate it. You'll see the beauty in a gray sky. You'll see the beauty in a dark, starry night. You'll see the beauty in the moon when you look at it. My house just shook. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Maybe a big truck went by. I don't know. I don't think we get earthquakes here in New York. If that was an earthquake, that was fucking crazy. It's doing it again. Give me a second. I don't know what that vibration is. False alarm. She's running around and exercising. Shit, the whole house shook. Scared me for a minute there because I've never experienced an earthquake and I never want to. All right. I couldn't imagine the earth moving from underneath me. I wouldn't even know what to do. Whew, that's why I will never go to California. I'm so afraid to go to California, even though I think there can be earthquakes anywhere, but California seems to experience them a lot. I have friends that live there and I really want to go to Vegas and California and all that, but because the ground shakes, I'm a little skeptical, even though I'm trying to kind of maybe sort of plan a trip to Vegas because I want to do a ghost hunt with my friends. But I don't know, I'm really hesitant, but it's on my bucket list. So when I get my RV, I'm definitely going to go. But maybe to Vegas. I don't think I'll make it to California. I don't know. I want to. Anyways, so before the house started to shake and false alarm, you know you're on the right path when life feels good. Where was I? Oh, nature, loving things. You'll just feel differently. You'll feel life through your heart chakra, and everything will look differently because you're absorbing it through your heart chakra, and it's like an expansion, and then you start to see the beauty of the world around you that you've never seen before. When crickets make their little noise, maybe it was annoying to you at one point of your life, but now it's a beautiful sound that they make. I don't know, you'll just be filled with joy and love for everything, and you'll just feel brand new. You'll feel born again, like everything is okay, and you're a new person. You're born again. Maybe that's what it really truly means, not the way Christians say it means, but it has a different meaning, I guess, for everybody. But you'll feel brand new. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Sorry I was like looking down and reading and you're seeing the top of my head for the most part of this video, but I guess I just wanted to share that with you. I was guided to share the whole thing with what I was looking through. I have so many different like books that I write in, some that I don't have in order. It's like one minute I'm like, oh, here's my journal, and then I lose it, and I'm like, oh, here's another book I can write in, and then I have like a whole duffel bag full of books of writings. I just write. Then I put them away, and then sometimes I pull them out and I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this. I forgot because I misplaced my books, and I just like, but so yeah. That's what's going on in my life. That's what I wanted to talk about. And I thought it was pretty cool that when I was writing this and I did that card reading and it kind of like intertwined, and I just thought it was dope that it had a connection. All right, guys, so I'm going to let you go. My hours were cut at work, so I have more time at home. So if anybody is interested in a tarot card reading, hit me up. I'm doing personalized card readings. I'm still doing numerology readings. And I don't know, I feel like I could get crafty since I have all this time on my hands. I have my witchy jars. I haven't done them in a long time. I would love to get back to doing those. We'll see. I don't want to make no promises, but I'm just going to take it easy and just let, go with the flow, ride the energy waves. I still can't shake this feeling that something is coming. Intuitively is what I'm feeling. Something in December before 2021. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's actually a positive, but in something very changing. Keep your eyes to the east is what I hear. And that's all I have for you guys. I love you. Mwah.